Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
Okay, not such a beautiful day for the Miami Hurricanes. I had high hopes going into the game against Pittsburgh that you just heard right here on 560 WQAM. They would find a way to win 3 out of 4, turning the season around with interim coach Bill Courtney. But today, they do fall to the Pittsburgh Panthers, 74-65. I am Dan Day with my cousin Vladimir Louison. Vlad, the Hurricanes, we talked about this the other day. I'm actually very proud of them. They could have easily just totally quit on the season, and they seem to be playing hard and playing for each other. So I do want to give kudos to this Hurricanes team in a season where their coach left them at Christmas time because it just was his time to move on. They have an interim coach. They have some of their best players that are hurt. They're all new guys. Literally everyone that's playing right now was not on the team last year. So kudos to them. I know 6-19, it's never pretty. This is a team that made to the Final Four in Elite Eight a couple years ago. Nonetheless, much appreciation for what this Hurricanes team is at least trying to do. I really do appreciate that. And a lot going on in the sports world. It's been a fun couple of days here in South Florida, and I am excited to share it with you. We're going to be with you till about.
Has it really been a fun couple of days in South Florida?
Yeah, it has, man. I'm telling you, because the Dolphins are making cuts. The Four Nations face-off is getting nasty and getting me fired up. Usually, I ain't gonna lie, Saturday night, I'm gonna be hitting up the vegan spots tonight, but I'm hoping there might be a TV somewhere around because I have to see the USA whoop the living snot out of Canada. We're gonna get into the next segment. I'm fired up, lad. I am not gonna lie. This Four Nations, I went in thinking, oh, cool little in-season tournament. It's got me stoked up, not just because every team has a Panther on it, but because Matthew Tkachuk representing for the USA and the USA representing, going to be showing it up. And, we got a lot of other things going on. The Marlins making signings, All-Star Weekend. You're telling me those guys are balling out, trying their best out? Oh, never mind. I'm just joking. LSU gymnastics last night. I was about to say a C word that's in Cuban, but it was a cuss word, so I'm not going to say it on these airwaves. A lot going on, man.
Rhymes with Julio?
Yeah, huh?
Rhymes, huh?
Yeah, rhymes with Julio.
Okay.
No. We got a guy that comes on the radio station. You probably see him on CBS4. His name is Mike Coño.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. I don't think you need to use too much of imagination to know all that, but yeah. College baseball has started. I'm glad, I'm an LSU graduate, so there's no better college baseball program than LSU. The only one that rivals it, well, Miami, and USC is pretty good too. But nonetheless, college baseball started. It's just exciting times, bro. There's nothing like going out to Mark Light Field, a little Titanic action before. You and I having some Titanic beers, going to the game, saying hi to Joe Zagacki.
I got to do it this year, man. I've always said I have not gone to a game at Mark Light at all this in my lifetime.
May 3rd, you and I, our dude Nathan, it's going to be NC State. That's his alma mater. We're going out there. It's a Saturday, 6 o'clock. We get off of here, the party starts. Done deal. Don't check your calendar. It's done.
No, I have to check my calendar because the Panthers might be playing.
Man, you might also have the Braves in town. You have to.
The Heat might be in the playoffs. Yeah. But definitely Panthers will be in the playoffs. That's a stat.
He don't make the playoffs.
Right, but I'm just saying on a Saturday, May 3rd.
They need to figure out how to score more.
Panthers are playing that day. I don't know
Remember when I set up the warning flag? I was like, man, they scored 9 the other night in the fourth quarter. That's not good. No, that won't happen again.
No, they did better. Yeah, it did happen again. They just decided to go 8.
How do you let in the professional leagues 24-0 run, Vlad? I know it's the best team in the NBA. Oklahoma City the other day scored in the fourth quarter. Heat dominating the game, outplaying the hell out of Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City goes on a 24-0 run to open the fourth quarter and scores 8. The Heat score 8 in the fourth quarter. If you don't think something's wrong with this team, Jimmy Butler's been balling too, by the way, but we already knew he'd do that.
He's got his joy back, baby.
He's got his joy back. I mean, yeah, I'd be pretty joyful too. So we're going to be along with you for a nice little ride this afternoon, and we'll be back tomorrow for 4 hours, noon to 4, right here on 560 WQAM. If they'd let me do more, I would do more. Seriously, I would just go wall to wall. But, they're worried about burning us out, and they don't want to burn me out because I'm not already burnt, if you know what I mean.
You burnt out, all right.
I'm burnt. Should have seen me at the Super Bowl, Vlad. Holy goodness, was I burnt. I had no idea what Kendrick Lamar was doing, but I'm not getting into the halftime show too much. I thought it was awesome. I just didn't catch all the symbolism.
Wait, this is our first show since the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to talk about. It was boring.
I mean, first of all, Vlad, I'm not going to jump up and start talking about the Super Bowl that happened a week ago after everybody has talked about it nonstop.
Look, the best team won. The better team won. The best team won. It happens. We were wrong. So I was wrong about Patty.
Real quick.
I still think he's the best, but it is what it is. Shout out to the Eagles.
So real quick, Dolphins, look at what the Eagles do. Offensive and defensive line domination, and all of a sudden they win a Super Bowl. Yeah.
And they also had Vic Fangio.
Yeah, somebody that you and I have been a fan of for a long time, even when he was with the Dolphins. And then Kick Rocks even sent a little tweet out saying, Fangio's called a hell of a game. Yeah, buddy.
Wait. Is that what Holland put?
Yes.
What did he say?
He tweeted out, Fangio's calling a hell of a game. He's a free agent now. I guarantee. So, that Kick Rocks thing. That wasn't about you, man. My best season was with you. We work together good. We have a good symbiotic relationship. Yeah. Fangio. I got 2 words for you. Kick Rocks.
That's messed
Dude,
up.
we told you before Vic Fangio, quote unquote, left the team, he is a damn good coach and he is doing great things. And people got on us. Too old, doesn't know what he's doing, stick in the mud. And you and I, we stood strong, Vlad. Did we not stand strong from day one? We stood strong about how Vic Fangio's a damn good coach. And he had this team. No, he's a bum. Okay. That one aged well for you and I, old buddy. We stood by it too. You're on an island. Okay, we'll stand on that island. Now everybody's on the island. No room. Damn. Although Anthony Weir's pretty darn good.
So here's the thing,
Glad
right?
to have him back.
So with all right, Chiefs are still the best team in the AFC.
Yes.
Until otherwise,
Buffalo couldn't beat them.
Right. None of them could beat them. And I figured, they have to figure after losing like this, they're going to make the change the same way they made the change after losing to the Buccaneers. But after seeing Sunday's performance, do you feel like the Dolphins are any close?
No.
Or they're anywhere near close to be put among those teams in contention to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl next year?
Let's just say the Dolphins played Philadelphia today. What do you think the final score would be?
Forget the NFC. I'm not worried about them.
Okay,
I'm talking about their conference because you got to win your conference in order to see who the NFC's representatives is. But what I'm saying, you have to look at KC, and I know a lot of teams had to look at them like, damn, they were ripe for the picking all along, and we weren't able to do it for whatever the reason is, right? But after you saw that performance, there's got to be teams like Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati, relishing the fact that this dynasty might start looking like it's coming to an end. Or I don't want to say the window's shut because it's Patty.
It's recency
but
bias.
No, I'm not. But it's also the fact that they won so many. After a while, those close games that you win.
That was a team that only lost one game, and they're technically one game during the regular season. And then I really just think they got punched in the mouth and just couldn't recover. I mean, dude, that's a team that dominated all year long.
I don't know what
two-time defending champions.
Right. But
they had a bad game.
They had a worst time to have the bad game.
I mean, it's not the worst time to have a bad game. The worst time to have a bad game is the first game of the playoffs. But because then that's really embarrassing.
Well, that is true. But
at least you gave it a little bit of a ride. Although I'm sure some Kansas City fans wish they'd have saved the thousands of dollars would have cost to go to New Orleans.
Locally, looking at the team down here, because they made a lot. They've been making moves.
They've been making some moves, which I can't say.
What do you feel? How do you feel about it?
Well, the Dolphins, they did cut Raheem Mostert after 3 seasons, Durham Smythe after 7, and Kendall Fuller after 1. It opens up $8 million in cap space. I mean,
what are you going to do with that $8 million?
Devon Achane is obviously the guy. Durham Smythe, we know we got Jonnu Smith.
You got Jonnu, okay.
And then Kendall Fuller. I mean,
it was just
you even know he was on the team half the time. I mean,
right, and that was just a real quick replacement for whatever was the safety that left last season, or they replaced him for.
The safety.
Cornerback. No, was he? Wait, Kendall Fuller was what's his name's replacement, right? Xavier. Yeah.
So $8 million. So now, I mean, hopefully it's going to go towards an offensive lineman or some type of offensive line help. I mean, if you didn't see Philadelphia and think that it's important to have a very, very dominant, and the guys for Philadelphia, I don't even know they're human beings, Vlad. They were so big. I mean, that coin toss, that Pacific Islander guy, whatever.
Oh, Malata.
He's the size of a room.
Jordan Malata. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Like, I was even sitting there and like women that I was watching the game with who don't really follow football are like, what in the world? And I was like, that's a big man.
That's a big man. He a big boy.
They are big. And I mean, the slow-mo did no favors to the Kansas City offensive line.
Oh, hell no.
Getting blown up, like embarrassingly blown up.
Oh, hell no. They ain't do them no wonders. They ain't helping no wonders.
Burn that tape is what we used to say.
They were getting there. I mean, they were getting blown out.
Like, by the way, Vic Fangio never called a blitz. Didn't need to.
No, he realized it's a mistake. You can't blitz.
Patrick Mahomes is the all-time greatest quarterback statistically against the blitz.
You can't blitz Pat.
Can't do
that.
Can't
blitz.
We tried that. Oh, it didn't work. But yeah, $8 million in cap space. I mean, honestly, I think, it's the right move. So kudos, I guess. Canes basketball team, like we said, they did lose earlier today. They fell 74-65 to Pittsburgh. They got Florida State Wednesday, 9:00 up in Tallahassee. We will see how that goes. 2 interim coaches there in that game.
Yes. No.
Oh, has he?
No, he hasn't left yet.
Oh, he hadn't left.
This is the last game.
Oh,
last game against UM.
Lame ducking it. I like it.
Yeah, last game against UM. No, he already said he's not lame ducking. He's already said I'm not. So it's, Leonard Hamilton, former UM head coach, former Washington Wizard head coach.
What a run.
And then Florida State head coach again.
Canes baseball team opened the season last night with a 14-2 win over Niagara. They scored 10 in the fourth. The 2 play tonight at 6:00.
Good stuff.
Florida Gators secondary coach Will Harris will be the defensive backs coach at the U.
Okay.
He's a very hands-on coach. They have video of him telling his players to hit him. And don't take it light. And they did.
I'll hit him.
They did. All-Star weekend is upon us. Tyler Hero will take part in the 3-point contest tonight, and we'll play in the All-Star games tomorrow. Yeah, it's Zuz. There's an S at the end. The Heat are back in action Friday versus the Raptors at 7:30. See if Brandon Ingram can get it going. So I don't know if you know anything about the All-Star games this year, but there's going to be like 4 teams, and one of the the G League, I don't even know what they are.
I'm not watching.
Rising Star teams that won last night. There was like 3 Rising Star teams and 1 G League team. The winner of that little round robin, you're supposed to play to 40, but the last game only went to like 12.
Not even.
Just to explain it is too much, Vlad.
Too much explanation.
I can't watch.
Look, just today's side chick day. The day after Valentine's Day is your other girl's day.
I thought it was Galentine's Day.
No, that's for the friends. That's like February 12th or some crap like that. Or that's for the people that don't have any significant others.
I saw a Galentine's Day last night.
Oh, well. No. This is Side Piece Day.
Happy Side Piece Day.
Happy Side Piece Day to everyone.
The Marlins have signed former Cleveland pitcher Cal Quantrill. 1 year, $3.5 million.
Cal Quantrill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cal Quantrill. $1 million. Oh, it's $3.5 million for 1 year. And they also have named former Cy Young winner, Sandy Alcantara, as their opening day starter when the season opens March 27th against Pittsburgh.
How long does Sandy stay? All right, put it this way. How many games of Sandy will we see, you and I?
If he looks strong
in the afternoon, how many games are we going to see?
Let's see.
How many
will we see?
We're going to
every single afternoon game.
So we're going to the opening
in the middle
game.
Of the week.
Are we going to opening game?
No, that's too many people.
I'll go to opening day.
I'll go to opening day. We get.
I'll see Skeens.
Speaking of Livy Dunn, LSU baby, forever LSU, second-ranked gymnastics team defeated top rank.
So how many games do you think he's going to pitch, Sandy, as a Marlin?
I mean, Peter Bendix is so quick to pull the trigger on trades. I would say like it would get close to the trade deadline. I thought it might get close.
Oh, so you're going to give him at least trading deadline. So we're going to at least see half the year?
No.
Half the season?
No.
Before the trading deadline? Trading deadline is July 31st.
You might get 8 games in there. 8 starts.
8 starts.
If he looks healthy in the first 4, they'll start shopping him. They'll have a couple other ones, and then he's gone.
So you're saying before June, he's out?
Yeah. Miss you, Sandy. Thanks for taking that hometown pay cut. Thanks. Damn. Remember, he took that hometown discount. Dude, yeah. No good deed goes unpunished in this world. That's what
I mean, look, I always have a good time at Lone Depot Park, obviously with my cousin, and we have good times. We have fun, but don't really want to go into the 2025 season thinking that I'm going to be seeing like a, AA Marlins baseball team.
Yeah, you got Jesus Sanchez. He'll be there at least until he starts producing.
Like, is there anybody?
Jesus Sanchez, Xavier Edwards, Connor Norby. Sandy Alcantara, Max Meyer. That's what everybody's like, you're not a real fan. I start naming people, and they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe you are a little bit of a fan. Like, yeah. We got rid of AJ Puck, though. Thank God.
Some sad time.
Not a friend of the show, by the way. That guy was not a friend of the show. Okay, so Cal Cantrell is our guy now.
Yeah, Cal Cantrell.
Got him. In the 93rd minute goal by Fafa Picou.
Who?
Fafa Picou.
Okay.
Now, you know what Fafa means, right, in French? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. His name is Fafa Picou.
Yeah, all right.
Interesting nickname, yeah.
It sounds like a sexual entendre.
He helped Inter Miami to a draw against Orlando City last night. It was in Tampa. The team now enters CONCACAF Champions Cup play Tuesday at 8 against Sporting KC. So you get a home and away. You get a home and away with Sporting KC. And we're going to talk about this in the next segment. Four Nations face-off continues. Finland and Sweden are tied at 2 right now in the second, while the USA and Canada play tonight at 8. With that real quick, Vlad, let's take a step into the day spa. Florida beachgoers are complaining of a sticky substance washing up on shore. No explanation of what that sticky substance is. I was at the beach yesterday. It seemed fine.
All right. Now
you just don't question when you're
no, because there's nothing that can be that sticky for it to be in the ocean. So get the perverted minds out the way.
I was just gonna say it's probably oil or something.
I'm just trying to figure out what. Yeah,
no explanation yet.
Yeah,
jury's still up. All right, up next, Vlad. Oh man, USA all the way. 560 WQAM. It is another weekend here in South Florida. Miami Hurricanes, unfortunately, losing in basketball earlier today to Pittsburgh, or Pitt, or however you want to call them. They are losers 74-65. They will play Florida State Wednesday at 9 o'clock. That's going to be up in Tallahassee. Got that Four Nations Cup going on right now. Sweden has taken a 3-2 lead over Finland with 5 minutes left in the second tonight at 8 o'clock. USA versus Canada. Later in the show, I don't have enough time to go on a diatribe. I'm really, really, really fired up about this Four Nations Cup. I previously wasn't all that fired up. You got All-Star Weekend, Vlad. Are you going to be watching anything? Of course, Tyler Hero's in the three-point competition. That looks like it's going to be exciting and fun. You got your guy Jalen Brunson from the Knicks. He'll be shooting tonight in the three-point competition. So I think that'll be fun. The games is a little weird. I don't know. You got a big college basketball game today. If you're not a big U fan or you want some more. Number 1, Auburn versus number 2, Alabama. I wish both teams could lose.
I know it's a Saturday.
LSU guy. I wish both teams would lose.
I know it's a SEC game. It's a Saturday afternoon game. And I know ESPN has the SEC. But when I'm thinking number 1 versus number 2,
it's ABC, baby.
I'm not thinking Alabama basketball and Auburn basketball. I'm thinking Alabama's football team and Auburn's football team. I'm thinking about the Tide versus the,
Iron Bowl.
The Tigers, the Iron Bowl, War Eagle, all of that.
I hate both schools. Go ahead.
I know you do because you're an LSU guy.
Yeah.
But I didn't think
you've never been to both schools, have you? I was like visiting.
I would love to visit.
No, you wouldn't.
No. I would love to visit Tuscaloosa or Jordan Hare for Alabama Auburn game. I want to go to an Iron Bowl game.
Okay, it might be fun. I don't know. Might be fun.
Get your LSU bias.
No, but I've been to Auburn where you have to get off the interstate, go down a highway, go through a valley.
Did you go to Camping World Stadium when the Gators played the game? You had to do nearly the same thing.
Camping World Stadium when LSU lost to Iowa at the last second. Nick Saban's final game.
Same thing happened at Florida and Canes. You got to get out of highways and start trekking it to the stadium.
If your school is in the middle of a cow field, aka Auburn, aka Mississippi State, aka Ole Miss,
you're basically mentioning the whole SEC.
SEC is a bunch of cow towns for the most part. Vanderbilt's in Nashville, although LSU's in Baton Rouge. That's not the greatest place in the world either.
I like Baton Rouge.
I don't. Lost my religion there a couple times, but and I went to school there. That's cool. I lived there. I worked there.
You know what $5 back in the days could get you in Baton Rouge?
Man, you go to Fred's in Tigerland. Big ups to Mark Frioli. He is a Miami guy. Opened up Fred's in Tigerland. $10 all you can drink. And when I say all you can drink, Vlad, literally, what do you want?
$20 in Baton Rouge back in the days would last you a week.
Hennessy, Patron, top shelf everything. Mark Frioli, represent, man. If Mark is listening right now, Mark, holler. Glad now I'll make a road trip.
There was a McDonald's right there by the in Baton Rouge, like right by the campus.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, that was the best McDonald's ever. I don't know why. Maybe because late night when you're coming home and you want a meal. But yeah, I love New Orleans and I love Baton Rouge. There's a lot of great cities in Louisiana that people don't speak about because everybody.
Lafayette is crazy, man. Cajun country.
Oh man, Lafayette's wild.
Oh, you
want
to talk about scenery? Who them Cajun women? Cajun women just wow. That's it. Big Lynn's probably listening right now. Probably she went to Bourbon Street for the Super Bowl because she said it was clean and there were police everywhere. She goes, I felt safe. Woman is a grown woman, to put it lightly.
Where's the casino at? What's the casino?
Casino is on
the Harris.
It's on Canal and basically the river, basically.
Right.
So you just go all the way in the end of Canal.
What's that team?
Wait,
that team that plays there. Is it Louisiana? No, it's not Louisiana.
Tulane in New Orleans?
No, it's in Tulane. Brock Berlin went against them.
We're talking about Louisiana, New Orleans.
Yeah, we're talking about Louisiana team. Because the Canes opened the season there one time in Louisiana.
The only Louisiana New Orleans teams are Tulane, University of New Orleans. There's Loyola of New Orleans.
No, it's not New Orleans. Not New Orleans.
You're not talking about Louisiana Lafayette. Ooh la la, Raging Cajuns.
Is it? Might be the Raging Cajuns.
You got ULM, University of Louisiana.
Yeah, it's La Tech.
Oh, La Tech. That's Ruston, man. That's barely Louisiana. Ask Leroy Horde about Ruston. Tell you, nah, man. Glad you wouldn't make it long in Ruston.
I wouldn't want to be in Ruston.
You wouldn't want to be in Ruston. I don't want to be in Ruston. Anybody from South Louisiana would agree with me.
Ruston.
I don't even know where we were talking about. I guess college sports.
No, we were talking about. I think you wanted to talk about
I'm gonna
the
get.
U.S.
I'm gonna get to the Four Nations.
Yeah, you
I need
wanted to
more
get to the
time.
Four Nations,
I
but you
need
didn't.
more than 4 minutes. I need some.
And then
serious
you
stuff.
were giving us a preview of what's going on today, and then we got into the SEC because Alabama's playing Auburn.
Number 1 versus number 2,
Right.
which actually is pretty cool thing to watch. If you gotta
It's
admit.
great, but I think it's great. I've never listen to this, bro. This is what the NIL.
It's so crazy.
This is why this is
And
hard. This is hurtful.
We just talked about Norchad O'Meara.
Right. We just saw Norchad O'Meara playing at Baylor right now. I'm like, damn, Norchad, you could have helped us right now. And I'm like, well, you went to Baylor, and Baylor's not doing that great either.
Yeah, Kane's best player last year, in my opinion, Norchad O'Meara. So I was like, wait, that guy's familiar.
Right. So
Baylor.
And I'm like, wow, you could have transfer to any school now. But look what the NIL has done. Listen, the super conferences has helped the football teams, obviously, but it's also helped these football programs
Let's look
become into basketball powerhouses. Because over the last 5-6 years, Alabama's produced a top 10 team.
They've been all over the place.
Bruce Pearl has done wonders for Auburn.
Let's look at the top teams in the nation. Auburn,
Florida now is back. Like Billy Donovan is a young Billy Donovan with UD and Mike Millen. Though.
I mean, how is Auburn? Alabama, those are football.
Now Auburn's
schools.
been pretty steady the last 6.
They got Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, Bruce Pearl. Like
Duke
6,
is
10
number
years.
3. I got
Duke is Duke.
Florida, they are.
Florida's
Tennessee,
resurge.
Houston, I mean, Phi Slama Jama, I guess.
Houston's been good for the last 10 years.
Purdue is number 7. Purdue's got a history.
It was
Texas A&M.
Matt Painter, I think. A&M has been good over the last 10, 15 years. Bro.
Oh wait, okay, we got to give credit where credit's due. St. John, the Johnnies.
Listen, man.
Last year, Vlad, I was going through some things. I was spending some time here at the radio station, and I watched the game where Rick Pitino called out his players, and I said they should seriously fire him.
Nah.
Why would anybody want to play for that? They go on a huge winning streak, and now they're number 9 in the country. Sorry, Rick Pitino.
Rick Pitino really do it. Just keep him away from Italian restaurants. That's all.
Well, horses, restaurants.
No, I'm just saying, make sure he keeps away from restaurants.
I apologize, Rick Pitino. I mean, I don't know why I'm apologizing, but
late night.
Great job, man. By the way, I thought calling out
St. John's done a great job. It's what he's done for that city. He's
unbelievable.
He's captured the
and New Yorkers love the Johnnies.
Basketball is really New York's favorite sport.
Of course,
and
yes, it's the Mecca.
And what he's done with the Johnnies has been tremendous over the last year, and that's shout out to them. But if you notice, most of the more power teams right now are from the SEC.
SEC's got big pockets, man.
They may do a first in next month in the tournament, and that's another thing we got to talk about, bro. February 15th. That means we're 2 weeks away from March Madness beginning.
We are.
All right, so March Madness will begin. 13 teams from the SEC can make it to the NCAA tournament.
The world we live in now. Did you ever think you'd see a day where University of Kansas was number 17 in the nation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I would have never thought it would have been because they're not getting the recruits.
And they got stomped by Kansas State the other day.
But think about these things, Dan. Like, all these players are going to what were known as football powerhouse programs to go play basketball. Like, nobody wants to go to Duke, Kentucky anymore. They rather go to Auburn. They rather go to Alabama. They rather go to Purdue,
Tennessee,
Texas A&M. You want to go to Lubbock?
Yeah, why are you in?
Who wants to go to Lubbock?
Well, Texas A&M is a college station. Lubbock is
Texas Tech, right?
Tech, which is ranked. I thought I saw it. Okay, they're not. They're maybe in one of the polls. No,
College Station. Who wants to go to College Station?
Yeah, Texas Tech is number 12 in the nation. By the way,
I know Texas Tech was good. Who wants to go to Lubbock?
Nah, Arizona. Shoot ya.
I would always want to go
to
yeah. Send me to Tucson.
Send me to Arizona State, man. Oh,
but nobody wants to go. But nobody wants to go to UCLA.
Man, why?
I don't know.
Yeah, UCLA's not USC.
I'll go to USC, but let's go see the girls play.
Oh, they got some ballers.
Juju busted their ass on Thursday.
She can play.
She's the one, bro.
All right.
But yeah, college basketball. It's weird. The NIL has not only affected the football programs, but it's also changed basketball.
That's what we do in the South. Sports is a religion. You pay money, you get what you want. That's how it goes. All right, gonna come back, catch you up on everything next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. We are in one of those quote unquote, as we had in college, dead weeks when it kind of comes to sport. Inter Miami not getting started for a couple more days. The All-Star break, so that means the Heat are off. Dolphins are cutting people, even though they're not in season. Raheem Mostert, see ya. Durham Smythe, see ya. Kendall Fuller.
How old was Raheem? 30?
32?
Oh, yeah. He's in running back.
He had a rough year last year. A lot of injuries. And Devon Achane really kind of established himself. And you drafted Jalen Wright in the 4th round, so you kind of feel as though it's the passing of the guard.
So with the draft coming up, Kuzan, you think the Dolphins are going to finally do what Vlad has always told them to do and draft like you play in a cold division?
Yeah. The rumor, and we don't know what's going to happen, but the rumor was that they would trade down and get some more capital so they could thicken up the old offensive and defensive line. I would not be opposed to that one bit at all.
Absolutely.
It's just funny, man. And we're talking to other people about this. It's like you have to build a team. You can't just go after shiny toys. And the Dolphins have been very guilty of going after shiny toys like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I mean, your quarterback, you need a good quarterback. So Tua and stuff like that. But it's not sexy, Vlad. It's not sexy when you're drafting offensive linemen and defensive linemen and the fan base is like, what's going on here? But you do see the teams that do that. Teams that maybe get lucky that some guys maybe slip in the draft a little bit for whatever reason, and they, draft these guys, and then all of a sudden they're dominating no matter what weather. Notice the Eagles won in every type of climate and atmosphere this year. Why? Talent and toughness and grit. And I mean, they have a shiny toy. Saquon Barkley is
they got a lot of shiny toys.
And Jalen Hurts is actually underrated.
He
can be creative with turning the ball over.
They've got a lot of shiny toys.
But they got
Devontae's a shiny toy. AJ Brown's a shiny toy. Dallas Goedert's a shiny toy.
Yeah.
Jalen and Saquon are shiny toys. But as good as those shiny toys are, you know what you need for shiny toys?
Gene Deshay.
No, you need a good toolbox for your shiny toys, or a box, a shed.
You do. Well,
and they got 5 of them things. They got 5 offensive linemen who do their job the best of any 5 in the National Football League. And the Dolphins are going into 2025 with Teron Armstead hopefully coming back. He said he wants to return,
I think he's back.
But we all know it's a hassle. It's not even a hassle. It's a lot for him to get prepared just to get for one game.
Yeah, every year I tell you, Vlad, no, he's going to play every game. He might miss a game. I've given up on that. He's going to miss a couple of games or a few games. I shouldn't say a couple. He needs 2.
But next season, you got to figure out what's up with Patrick Paul. He went from being a project in his rookie year, but you're going to have to see what's going on.
He's got the size.
But does he have the
ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get Austin Jackson back.
That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
And then I don't know what you do with the other 3.
It's going to be interesting. The draft is coming up. That's going to be April 24th. It starts in Green Bay, Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. Of course, it's going to be a 3-day event. Should be interesting to see what the Dolphins do. Do you go best available? Do you go needs?
No, you need guy that can play immediately. You can't be some guy that you're taking forever and then
I don't think Chris Greer has the time to take on any more projects.
You can't do that. You can't do that. And I don't know what their cap situation is as of now. I know they just
dumped $8 million.
They got $8 million back. So, but that's the other thing. Who are you going to sign during the offseason? You got to look at. You have a top 10 defense.
Yes, you know that, and you got everybody. When I say everybody coming back, not everybody, but you got Anthony Weaver coming back,
and they're going to be in the 2nd year in his system, so they'll have a better understanding to it. And then you should feel like Chop. Going into his 2nd year, Chop would be better. Maybe we see something.
Jalen Phillips back and healthy.
Jalen does come back.
Maybe
Muhammad Kamara could do something in his 2nd year.
He didn't see the field this year.
Not at all.
I mean, are we doing it again? Or what if maybe, and that, you know what? Let's just wait. Let's see how it goes. I mean, this is the year though. Like honestly, Vlad, if we have another year this year like we had last year, I say blow it up. And I know everybody's always, that's the quick term, but I mean, what are we doing to go 500 every year and frustratingly play through all these games? Like, this is the year. Everybody got paid. Everybody's happy. This is the year. I'm not playing around anymore. I played around a little bit last year. I'm not going to lie. This year, none of that. None of that. Speaking of the Dolphins, they're not playing around with Raheem Mostert, Durham Smythe, Kendall Fuller, all cut yesterday. Mostert was on the team 3 seasons, Fuller 1 season, Smythe 7-year veteran. $8 million now in cap space for the Miami Dolphins. We went through it. I mean, it seems like those were not necessary cuts, but cuts that make sense. Give them credit. I mean, you got the running game pretty much established. Raheem Mostert's getting older. Durham Smythe, whatever. And then Kendall Fuller, it was a 1-year rental, so we're good. Canes basketball team, they did lose earlier today to Pitt. That was 74-65. They take on Florida State Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Florida Gators secondary coach Will Harris going to be a defensive backs coach for the U. That's one of the things you got to address this offseason if you're the U. That defense, man, that defense let you down at the end of the year last year. Whew, but not pretty.
Basura.
All-Star Week's being a basura. All-Star Weekend in the NBA is upon us. I'm not going to explain to you what the All-Star Game is going to look like. Just watch it. Just if you do.
So, all right, look, the All-Star Game is bad, but are you upset because the Heat just stunk up the place the last 2 games, and then it's like, all right, you want a week off from them, but then you know what's going to happen when they return. It's going to be the same old BS.
And you kind of got excited because the new additions, you thought maybe it would ingest them like lifeblood into the team, and they look really bad.
Cool it now with that new addition or that new addition talk. Might as well cool it now because guess what? You've been 0-2.
Kyle Anderson, they call him Slow-Mo. I don't know if that's a good nickname or a bad nickname. Davion Mitchell, they call him Off Night. I don't know if that's a good nickname or a bad nickname. And Anthony Wiggins, they called him Wiggs earlier today. I heard Spo say that. I like to call him a wig. Some people call him Wiggy.
A wig?
I like a wig. Yo, a wig.
No.
Why does somebody hate that nickname so much?
A wig?
A wig.
No.
His name's Andrew Wiggins.
You know what else you could say with that also, right?
I know. That's why I like it.
No.
It's clever.
No, it's not. Because somebody's going to mess up and change that W.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah. Okay. That one's off the table now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got it.
Yeah.
Good thing I have a third eye with you, man.
Jeez. Like, we just talked about saying, when somebody uses the F word, when they say, like, get is bad. So when somebody says A, that's like singling, like, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're highlighting.
I just have an innocent heart, man. I didn't know it was going to get turned into something.
No. Just call him Wiggs. Just call him Wiggs.
I'm going to call him Andrew.
Just call him Andrew.
I'm going to call him
That's
Andrew
what his
Wiggins.
mama named.
Andrew Wiggins. Tyler Hero. He
can't
is
shoot
gonna
a
be
three,
part of the 3-point contest tonight.
But he can't shoot. He can't shoot from 3. Ever since he got elected to the All-Star game, he hasn't been able to hit from the outside.
Balling the other night, man.
Yeah, he got 40. Don't get it twisted.
Tummy ache. On a tummy ache.
He got 40.
Everybody on the team
but his outside shot, his 3 shot is not the same.
Heat are back in action Friday against the Raptors at 7:30. The Marlins have signed former Cleveland pitcher Cal Quantrill. It's a 1-year, $3.5 million contract. And they also have gone ahead and named former Cy Young winner Sandy Alcantara as the opening day starter when the season opens March 27th against Pittsburgh. They asked Clayton McCullough, the new manager for the Marlins. He was like, well, duh. It's a no-brainer. Sandy Alcantara is our starting pitcher. There you go. I mean, I don't think did you have to make that announcement? I kind of figured. I don't know. 93rd minute goal by our guy, Fafa Paku. He helped Inter Miami to a draw with Orlando City last night in Tampa. The team now enters CONCACAF Champions Cup play Tuesday at 8 against Sporting KC. We talked to our dude, Daniel Solani, says on paper, this is the best Inter Miami team we have ever had. So we have to expect big things from the team this year.
Oh, second round knockout.
That would not be the big things I'm expecting, but okay. Maybe a CONCACAF Champions Cup.
Second round elimination.
Maybe a Supporters Shield Championship again. Maybe an MLS Cup Championship. Maybe some Leagues Cup action. I don't know. I'm just saying. We got a guy named Fafa on the team. Or Fofo. Is it Fafa or Fofo? My grandmother. Only people that speak Creole understand what we're talking about right now.
I know. Exactly.
4 Nations face-off continues today. Well, let's see what Finland and Sweden are doing right now.
It was 3-3.
It was 3-3 going to the third. So
Trevor said, I
did look tonight, USA, Canada in the next segment. Oh, Vlad, I'm giving it. I'm not going to, I'm going to hold back as I always do, but I'm giving it.
Why, you hate the mother Canucks?
To say the least. And, if I ruffle your feathers in this next segment, then.
Or ruffle your maple?
Yeah.
Your maple leaf?
People magazine reporting that Tyler that Tyreek Hill and gold medal sprint champion Noah Lyles will race, but no details were given.
Tyreek, yo,
sit
down. Sit down, dog. Like, God, man. Like,
the dude won the Olympics. He's the fastest man in the world.
It's like, fam, like, stop. Yo, you're like a baby, bro. Always feeding for attention. Like, go play with a rattler. Go, get away. Like, Jesus.
I love you, Tyreek Hill. You're my favorite player in the NFL. But why would you want to go race Noah Lyles?
Who cares? Like, dumbass.
You're gonna get smoked. And I'm not saying Tyreek Hill's gonna get smoked. Anyone in the world that races Noah Lyles is going to get smoked because he is the fastest man in the world.
I don't care. Like, it doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. I could trash talk. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't move the needle for me. But it's just like Tyreek. Like, shut the hell up, bro. Like, I'm just sick and tired of hearing your mouth.
Yeah, after the season you had, like come on now,
dude, just go away, man. Just go away. Just get away. Nobody cares.
You don't want to run away from this. Second-ranked LSU women's gymnastics team defeated top-ranked Oklahoma last night in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They'll be done. She did a little platooning here and there.
All right, so
she'll be in town.
Let's speak of other sports that are,
Oh, you're gonna be happy about this one, Vlad.
Fringe sport. No, I'm not.
I got something for you.
You heard about
Anthony?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely
Dwight Howard. Okay. Sue Bird.
Wait, Dwight Howard's gonna go. Dwight Howard's trying to be the first player to get inducted to the Hall of Fame and still play. He's still trying to get a job in the NBA. Lakers could use him.
Well, they're finalists for the Basketball Hall of Fame. The
Good
2025
job.
Class will be announced April 5th.
You know who else is on it? The Redeem team is on there. So that means Dwayne Wade would be on there again.
The whole team is
the whole team.
That's pretty cool.
The whole Olympic. Yeah, that means Chris Bosh would be on there as well. So that'd be Dwayne Wade's second time being inducted into the.
They say the second time you're inducted into the Hall of Fame is even sweeter.
Really?
That's what I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Because like you got guys like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and Tom Petty solo, stuff like that. They say it's just unbelievable. The world's top-ranked men's tennis player, Yannick Sinner.
I was just about to talk about that.
He's accepted a 3-month ban.
He's been doping.
He failed twice last year.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
And he's not a big dude, so apparently rest and recovery stuff.
Literally, the man is living up to his last name.
Yannick Sinner. That man's sitting, so he tested positive twice last year.
Living up to his last name,
he's
bro.
Sitting out. He's going to take a seat for 3 months.
3 months, and then guess when he returns?
Number 1 in the world.
No, but guess what tournament?
I'm sure Wimbledon.
Nope.
But U.S. Open? No, U.S. Open is. He already won the Australian Open this year. So.
Yeah, guess what tournament he's returning to?
Miami Open?
No.
Oh, that'd be so sweet.
What would be the most ideal tournament for you to return to if you've been dope? I mean, you've been suspended for 3 months.
If you've been suspended for,
he's coming back to the Italian Open. You take it forever to think about this.
I mean, I thought
he's Italian.
I was thinking of a major.
No, he's coming back. He's coming back into the Italian Open. His home country's tennis tournament.
Wow, isn't that convenient timing?
That's how convenient is that?
And hopefully it's him and
effing convenient.
Him and Novak Djokovic in the final because that's Novak Djokovic's favorite.
That's what I'm saying. They both play in the clay because that's the clay surface. Yeah,
they say it's a fantastic event. Yeah. We missed out on the old waste management open.
I wanted to do that. Yeah,
they say it's the greatest.
It's the best It's the best golf tournament in the world.
Mardi Gras meets the golf course.
It's so much fun. That's why anytime the Super Bowl is in Arizona, I'll definitely go.
Waste management open
because I would definitely go to the waste management open to find the third round and the final round, 17th hole.
You hit a hole in one on that 17th hole.
Oh,
bathing!
It's a celebration, bro.
Bathing.
Oh no, you got to buy everybody alcohol that day. The round's on you.
Oh, the person that hits the hole in one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because they're throwing beers left and right.
You got to buy more.
That's a bucket list.
That's fun. I just went. I was.
Have you ever been?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been. Okay.
Yeah.
Nathan tells me he's been, and he says it's just the greatest.
It's the best, bro. It was the best. And like the day that I went, the time I went was when the oh, you remember that day? Who was the guy that made the play? Seattle, New England, the Super Bowl, the 1 yard line. Was it Malcolm Butler?
Yeah, it
was Malcolm Butler.
You were there?
Yeah. It was that same day.
Dang.
Same day. I went to the waste management. It's like, hey, let's go. The game's not for another, few hours. Let's go you want to go to waste management? I was like, all right, cool. Go there. They set it up lovely. I'm like, Jesus, this is the most fun. I didn't know you people could have fun. All these intangibles having fun like there was no tomorrow. Drunk out their minds, having the best time of their lives. It was beautiful, bro. It was fun. And then right after that, went straight to to Glendale, and then saw the bowl.
Huge.
Yeah, it was a great time. But yes, if Waste Management is definitely a golf tournament to go to. It's Doral used to be like that.
Who needs the Masters?
No, Doral used to be like that.
Who needs the Masters?
We all need the Masters. I like to change the name, but we all need a green.
You dropped a couple bombs this past couple minutes. Let's just get
I
into the
like
day
to-
spa real quick.
I like to change the name, but
Wait till next segment. A Michigan man finally, after years, tried his wife's preferred lottery game, and on the first try, won $500 million.
Bye, baby.
Is it worth it though?
Bye.
You're gonna hear it for the rest of your life.
No, I'm not.
I told you.
No, I'm not. We divorced.
Oh, she get half.
No, she don't.
She get half.
She gets nothing.
Half.
She gets what's half of nothing?
Half.
Nothing.
Half.
She gets half of
He
nothing.
just won $500,000.
She gets nothing.
Half.
She get nothing.
Cheaper to keep her. No, it's money that's earned during the relationship. Yeah.
It wasn't earned in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
No, was it?
It was her idea too.
No. Well, she knew I ever lost. I played the first time. I won. It's mine.
Half. That's how really
Half of nothing.
That's not how relationships work.
Half of zero.
Half of zero, she gets half.
Z.
What was that?
Nothing. Nada.
You sure?
What's half of nada?
You sure?
Nah.
You sure?
Okay.
We'll see. I'll do the math in the break.
Which part of nothing did you understand? Was it the nah or was it the thing?
I got more than nothing to say about this Four Nations face-off. I know Trevor's listening right now, our dude that works here. He knows a lot about hockey. I know a lot about getting upset about things. So we're going to talk about this Four Nations face-off tonight. There's a little more on the line than just USA, Canada. Pride. That's next on 560 WQAM.
WQAM broadcasting live from the
Boy, young hope, you turn them off.
Four nations face off. Finland, Sweden, Canada, and the United States continues. There's actually a game right now between Finland and Sweden that is going on right now.
A lot of Panthers, right?
A lot of Panthers on each and every team. So you got skin in the game on all of them. It's 3-3 right now. Sweden and Finland with about 8.5 minutes left in the third. Tonight, the big matchup, the two favorites, the United States versus Canada. These first games are being played in Montreal, Canada.
So, okay. Every team is playing each other once.
They're playing pool play, and then they're going to seed each other, then they're going to play each other in a
But they're playing each other in the semis. Like that makes no sense.
It's an experiment to have a hockey World Cup.
I got it.
I
got it.
2 years. I think I talked to Doug Plagans, our play-by-play guy. He says he thinks they want to do it every 2 years and not every 4 years. The World Cup of hockey.
So wait, they're gonna go back to the regular All-Star game next year?
I don't know.
Like this is like you know what I mean? Like if it's gonna go back to the regular All-Star game, do the players even want to go back to the regular All-Star game?
I would prefer not. Let's go
do
back
they
and
just
get this World Cup and
did they just rather the 2 weeks off?
Yeah, I mean,
or
outside of Major League Baseball, I could do without pretty much every All-Star game.
Do we include other nations into it to make it better?
I think it will be. I think eventually it's going to be a combination between a World Cup every once in a while, or a couple of years, and a 7-nation, 8-nation, 12-nation face-off, whatever. And I think it's great. I think it's awesome. First of all, I love the Olympics. I love national pride and playing games and all this stuff. But some Canadians the other night really, really, really disappointed me and borderline upset me. United States, they took on Finland and won in big fashion. During the national anthem, some Canadians, not all, I'm not blaming the whole country, decided to boo the American flag and the national anthem. Our dude, Matthew Tkachuk, there's nothing he does that I don't like. Basically said, I don't like it. I'm going to leave it at that. Other American players just basically said, yeah, that's just not right. And I'm not going to get into the deepness of it, but basically the reason there was quote unquote boos was because of tariffs that the United States are possibly going to be imposing on trade between the United States and Canada. That's their business. My thing is this, and I mean this with all disrespect. Where do you get off? Where do you get off booing a nation, their flag, and their national anthem? Canada. Or I'm sorry, those Canadians, they did. And now Canada, give credit. The PA announcer came on before and said, let's please be respectful as we play our country's national anthems, meaning like, come on. These are guys that are representing their country in a sporting event. And that's the respect you're going to pay them because you don't like some politics? That's not the place you voice your opinion. You voice your opinion in political events and at other events. Do what you want to do. You don't come at our guys or anybody's guys, whether you like their politics or not, at a sporting event. And last I checked, Canada, pardon the pun, you don't skate free. I have relatives that got kicked out of your country by you, Nova Scotia, to mention. But do you see me sit there and boo your flag, boo your national anthem? No, I respect because there's good people. To me, that's just nasty, Vlad. I mean, and if I'm on a soapbox and people are saying,
nah, it's nasty work.
Where are you getting off? Look, there's tons of things I don't love about this country. There's tons of things I do love about this country. Heck, people die to get into this country every day. It's not perfect, but to boo, first of all, boo a national anthem and a flag. Holy goodness. Second of all, at a sporting event, and Matthew Tkachuk, I mean, he took the high road. I don't like it. I'm going to leave it at that. That's why tonight, I hope the United States rolls Canada. And you know what? I'm sure the Canadian players are good guys. Collateral damage. It infuriates me. And it's not just because I'm an American citizen and a proud United States citizen. And I'm not this jingoistic, Zionist, America, no. That's just disrespectful to any country, whether you like their politics or not. Now, I know there's extreme cases, but have some just respect. When there's countries that maybe you feel as though violate human rights and they win a gold medal at the Olympics, I still don't sit there and boo or yell or jeer. Hey, this person, they did the best they can. It's an athletic event. Let the bygones be bygones. Sit there and boo That's nasty work. And it's just classless. And it's not the right place and not the right time to do that. And if you're a United States player, you're in another country trying to represent your country, and you're literally there for their entertainment. And they're going to do that. I mean, and look, I respect whatever, and I know this is also kind of borderline. I respect you're choosing to how in a lot of different ways, as long as it's a respectful way to someone's national anthem or flag. And we know there's been athletes that have shown different ways on how they either celebrate or do stuff but if it's done in a respectful way, I'm okay with that. But booing in no way, shape, or form is respectful to any flag, to any country, to any national anthem. It boggles my mind. And congratulations to Matthew Tkachuk for not taking the bait, because I might not have been that nice. Like, I didn't like it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I might have said a couple words, a couple hand gestures. I would have. I mean, I'm not.
I agree with everything you said. That's why I let you shine out there. So you know what I'm saying. You spoke very well. I think for what the majority of the people were feeling. But let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a good thing that they did it now so they kind of know what to expect in this game? Because here's the thing. This is the one where the booze is going to come out, or you expect it to come out. But they did in the first game, and it's like, okay, now we know what you're doing. How do we prepare for this? Or are you even going to continue doing that?
Yeah.
Because here's the nasty part.
And maybe
if the American fan, remember, there's more American teams that play hockey than there are Canadian teams. So now, when the Canadian team come down, do you want all the American fans? Do you want the fans of Chicago, San Jose, Carolina, Florida, down here? Do you want the fans in Amarin Bank Arena to start booing when they say, listen to the Canadian national anthem? No, you don't want that. That's nasty work.
Mean.
It's respect, bro.
It's respect. And I mean, it's like I said, the articles that I've read is that it's over political stuff, but it's not like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Dr. Toboggan said they're booing the Orange Man and the
I know they are
and the four-letter cult, but even that, it's still us. You know what I'm saying?
But these guys, Matthew Tkachuk is a stand-up guy who's going to play hockey and representing.
By the way, I wouldn't. If there was two people, I wouldn't. If there was a family, I wouldn't infuriate. It would be the Tkachuk family.
Yeah. It's one of those things. You want to boo? Go boo Matthew Tkachuk to his face,
and go while his brother's there.
Yeah, go boo the brothers in their face. If you have such a big problem with this country or the politics that are involved, go boo them. Last I checked, Matthew Tkachuk isn't raising tariffs. Did I get that wrong?
No, he's not raising.
Did the men's hockey team be like, yeah, hey, look, let's do this? And like I said, it's not everybody. Granted, I'm guessing, what would you say, Vlad? I didn't hear it, listen, but I'm guessing 75% of the people there were respectful.
Yeah.
And like I said, the PA announcer even said, let's be mindful and respectful of all.
And it's probably not, and here's the thing, it's probably not a whole group of them. It's just that little batch was made a big noise.
I'm not saying all Canadians. I'm saying those people that did that, because I know it's just a couple of bad apples. Yeah. Man. And like I told you, I am not this, sleep with the American flag wrapped around my body and all this stuff. I'm not one of those, but like, that's just disrespectful. And if they would have done it to Finland or Sweden, I would have been upset about it. I'd be upset anywhere anybody's national anthem usually gets booed, especially at a sporting event. At a sporting event? Yeah, you go boo the president. That's your business. That's freedom of speech. You have the right, but God, I don't like it. Go USA all the way, even more so now. Come back and wrap up the show on a happy note. 560 WQAM. I thought about that the other day. Yesterday's price is not today's price. I was doing some events and DJing and MCing, and I stopped doing them for a while. And they came back to me, this business, and said, "We'd like you to come back and work." And I said, "Okay, like same deal, right?" I was like, "Oh, no. Yesterday's price is not today's price." Jimmy Butler famously said that one time. Right about that, yesterday's price, not today's price. Balling for Golden State, though. Golden State's been looking good. Jimmy Butler, great player. Just didn't play very much here in Miami the last couple of weeks. What are you going to do? Try to score more than single digits in a fourth quarter. That would help a little bit. That was nasty, man, against Oklahoma City. You played that well for 3 quarters, and then you let them open up with a 24-0 run.
But you've seen this happen many times. They went against Orlando. They had a big lead, and Orlando came back. And they, luckily enough, I think they lost. Did they lose that game?
Or leads that I worry about, Vlad. It's the single digits in a quarter.
That's what I'm saying. It's happened before. This what's it? The third time in like 2 months it's happened.
I think like 4 times this year an NBA team has scored single digits in a quarter, and 3 of the 4 times it's been the Heat.
Who was the other one? Denver?
Who knows? Who cares? It's us. It's terrible. So Jaime Jaquez Jr. is taking a step back, although he played last night in the Rising Stars game.
Yo, fam, let's speak about it, man. What in the hell were they serving at that gala that got everybody with the bubble guts?
Yeah, man. I do respect Tyler Hero, man. He got sick as a dog, and he flew himself back out to play and balled, man. Scored 40. So,
I mean, everybody got the 24-hour diarrhea.
They said everybody was sick. Duncan Robinson was sick. So yeah, apparently something got everybody sick. Oh, you gotta understand, they're in tight quarters, and there's practices and stuff get you all sick.
Jimmy got them sick.
Maybe he gave them, as he left, complimentary
COVID-22
big face coffee, and that coffee was spiked.
It was Jimmy 22. It's the new COVID.
So we got to get back. Well, the Heat luckily have a good little break with the All-Star game and All-Star weekend. They don't play till Friday. It seems like a much needed break.
What do you see for them in the second half of the season?
More of the same. More of the same.
They're 3 games below 500.
They'll go out there and they'll beat somebody like, I mean, not taking shots. They'll beat somebody like the Knicks, and you'll say, "Oh man, I think they figured it out." And then they'll go and lose to somebody like the Charlotte Hornets. I'm not playing the game anymore where, oh no, wait till Andrew Wiggins starts figuring out the new offense, and wait till Kyle Anderson starts hitting his slow-mo threes, and wait. I think they're going to be pretty much what they were the first half of the season. Just second half, kind of. It is, man. It is. Now, I wish I could pump sunshine and tell you, no, you'll see. They've done it for 3 years now. What's going to change? Kyle Anderson?
They're in 9th right now, 25-28 with 29 games to go. So you played 53 games. You have 3 games below 500.
Keep it a buck, Vlad. A successful season is getting into the 6th seed and not having to play in the playing games.
Right now, for this current team,
yeah,
yes.
And I'm not being recency biased.
No. If they get a 6th seed and they totally avoid
a play-in,
yes, because you got to look at it this way: with or without Jimmy, I still think this is the team. This team is still the same way. Maybe they might not be 3 games below 500.
I think with Jimmy playing, they're a 6 or 5 seed.
Okay, and then with Jimmy not playing, they might still be a 6 or 5 seed.
I think Jimmy adds
maybe in a lower, probably in a lower half, but still.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, they're 1 game behind Atlanta. They're tied with Atlanta, to be quite honest with you. They're both 18.5 games back, and they're half game behind Orlando. I can see them. They get to the 6th seed, great. They play us in the first round, great. They get eliminated in the first round, then what? Because from what everybody seems to be talking about, seems like everybody's looking for the summer of 26. Well,
right.
That means there's still another. Besides this season, there's the half of this season left. You still got another full season left. So we're supposed to wait you're supposed to wait another year and a half until the Heat really make a move.
Let's do this in a series in the playoffs. Let's just say theoretically 7-game series. Heat Bulls. Heat can probably beat the Bulls in a 7-game series. Heat Hawks.
I don't know if you could beat the
probably
Bulls.
the Hawks.
You could barely beat the Bulls when they had nobody.
Heat Magic in a 7-game series.
No, Orlando's tapping that ass.
Okay. Heat Pistons. Maybe your experience with
Pistons
Pistons
are not afraid of the Heat. They weren't afraid of the Heat when they were bad, and now they're better.
And now here's where it starts getting weird. Heat Bucks.
No.
I don't have a lot of confidence in that. Heat Pacers. Maybe. No. Heat Knicks.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Heat Celtics. We
No,
saw that
that's
last
definite.
year. Heat Cavaliers.
Definitely no.
And then, I'm not even going to go to the Western Conference.
No.
Let's
stay with the
lost
East.
The Mavericks, who are in the 8th seed over there in the West, and we know how that goes. The Kings are the 9, and
it's
Warriors.
Just weird, like how in a year you go from a sports town where you're looking at all your teams and you're like, man, your teams are progressing, they're trending upwards, and then now, for minus the Panthers, everybody's stuck on like mediocrity. Like,
football. Hurricanes football team was good this year. Very good.
In the defense,
Could be the Phoenix Suns, 26 and 28, 11th in the West.
It's no different.
You're on the outside looking in.
They still better than you. They're win game better than you. What are you talking about?
Just trying to say, at least you're not the 11th seed, and you're the Suns with Kevin Durant.
Oh no, but you're not that far from being the 11th seed.
You are not that far from being the 11th seed. You are better than the 76ers. They're just awful. You're
no better.
Vlad, you're almost 6 games better than the 76ers.
Yeah, but you know better.
You lost 4 in a row, though. They lost 5. Most disappointing teams: 76ers, the Suns,
the T-Wolves.
T-Wolves, but they're at least they're a 7th seed right now. 31.
Nah, but they're not. You're not expecting them to be a 7th seed.
They're
very
very
disappointing.
Yeah.
Warriors,
they're at a 10th seed right now, but they got Jimmy Butler now. So the
Miami Heat are disappointing.
They are. The Miami Heat have been disappointing this year. 25 and 28 at the All-Star break. Losers of 4 in a row. And the one that really hurts, like I said, is those couple of quarters where you got single digits. A couple of games where you couldn't crack 90. But let's get this rest. Let's get healthy. Let's get rid of the stomach flu that everybody seems to be having. Maybe Spo and those guys can pull a rabbit out the hat. It's the magic. We'll see.
You know what we need to do? We need to take a break.
Well, we're not breaking. We're going.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We're taking a break. A 20-hour break.
We'll be back tomorrow at noon. So please hang tight.
Hang tight.
Vlad, what are you doing tonight?
I got to celebrate my boy's birthday. He's actually one of those people that are actually born on Valentine's Day. Poor guy. But gonna go to the backyard in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
today.
that's the hip hop spot.
That's the hip hop old school
Revolution Live.
Yeah, old school hip hop spot. Went there for my birthday last month. Was blast. Gonna do it again. Hey, hopefully I see our homegirl.
Yo played there the other day.
Hopefully I see our homegirl.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I love her.
Lynette.
She's
Hopefully
awesome.
She'll be out there.
She's awesome, man.
Yeah.
We love
yeah,
our team here.
Gonna celebrate Miguel's birthday.
Miguel
happy birthday, Miguel. Happy birthday, Flex, and happy birthday, Molly. They both celebrating their birthdays, and my boy Kid Fresh as well. A lot of people born around this time. My people. So
all gonna be at the what is it?
Gonna be at the backyard, Fort Lauderdale, in Las Olas, Fort Lauderdale, downtown. But you see, Vlad, I'll be wearing to all my haters. I'm gonna have a dog. So if you see me out there, buy me a drink.
Oh hell yeah, man! I would invite you to come eat vegan food tonight, but you don't eat vegan.
I don't eat vegan.
I showed some people that the other day. They were cracking up.
Oh, what? The regular?
When I asked them, if I opened a vegan kitchen, would you eat there? No. You go, I don't eat vegan, and I just went to break. It's funny. And they were like, they started getting mad. I go, you don't realize that was a joke. It was a joke. Like, no, he's exclusively a meat
Nobody
eater.
got the bit that anything you asked me, I immediately answered it without even thinking about it. Like, no. Like you could have said anything, I would have just said no. Because I wasn't thinking about anything. I'm just anything you ask, I was gonna say no.
So one serious question. Vlad, you want to stick around for an extra hour?
No.
We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon. This has been Sports Day 560 WQAM.
Later, fools.